It's never been lost. You are what you're looking for. And there's that old story by Ramanah, and it's older than Ramanah. It's a perfect example. I wish I had it, because he goes into an incredible point where he talks about that which is being hoped to be realized is always realized. In other words, it's inherently available. Yeah? It's always realized. That which is realized is always realized. There's no when it's not realized and then it becomes realized. It's always realized. And he uses an old story about a lady has a beautiful necklace, and then, quote unquote, she loses the necklace. Yeah? And she's really bummed out. Her life seems to have taken a spin, spiraling down. And then she starts asking people to help her find the necklace, and she joins with some people. They have no success. They're looking everywhere. They fucking, going over the history of when the necklace was there and what happened. And then they realize it's not working. So then they hear a story about a guy, or it could be a woman, who swears that they found the necklace, a necklace, not hers, but they did find a lost necklace. So they start going to the meetings and they listen to the person speak about, oh, well, this is how it happened to me. I found it, da-da-da-da, and then they sign up, and every month they practice how to find the necklace, and on and on and on and on and on. Then another person sees her and says, hey, listen, just feel around your neck. And she feels around the neck. And suddenly, this is her exact reaction is, I found the necklace. Now, did she actually find the necklace? Because it had always been around the neck. She had never lost the necklace, yeah? So did she actually find the necklace? Her experience is, I found the necklace, because her experience was she lost the necklace. The experience isn't factual. It doesn't have to be, because we're the dreaming of the dreaming. So if we believe something is missing, it will seem to be missing, even though it ain't missing. It can seem to be missing. And if there's a huge investment in being right about what you're dreaming, it can really, really seem to be missing. So the point isn't to find the necklace, because it's never been lost. And the funny thing is, when she thought she lost it, she was bummed out. And when she thought she found it, she was exalted. But she didn't actually find it, nor did she lose it. So who the hell was making up the experiences? The finding of the necklace did not produce the experience, because it had never been lost. The losing of the necklace didn't create the experience of months of being bummed out, because it was never lost. She was, yeah. She's the dreaming of the dreaming. She herself is dreaming, the dreaming. And we're dreaming that which can't be lost is lost, and that which can't be found can be found. And we'll go on, we'll go to great lengths to be right. Why not just feel around the fucking neck? The necklace is there, and you'll watch what you're not, react to it. Oh, I found it. It has something to do with it. And see, you're not that. And then see, following that line, that you were not that which said you lost the necklace. Yeah? In other words, what you are is resting in complete assurance that the necklace was never lost or found. What you're not is in the constant anxiety, things can be lost and then hopefully found, or need to be lost again. Yeah? Which one would you rather rely on? I mean, really. For something to have value, it has to be able to be lost. It's got to be rare or infrequent. Yet the most value of all value is always available at all times, right where you are, with no requirement necessary to meet it. That's why the mental state puts no value in it. Because it's always available at all times. The mental state cannot get a big reflection from what's always available at all times. It gets a reflection for looking for shit. So it's imperative for it to be found all day, selfing. That which you are has to seem to be lost. It's just the way it goes. It says, for it to be actively affirmed, what you're not, there's got to be firm in faith, right? For you to deny what you are, there must be a firm in faithness in what you're not. So you're not saying, oh, I'm in faith and all day. It's in place. Yeah. We're in the active denial of what we are by the constant mental affirming of what we're not. To the point we maybe even start looking for what we are from what we're not. And then all these great masters come with the fucking, it's like a giant speed sign on the spiritual fucking, whatever you call that one in German, the Autobahn. Just dirt. You can't use the Buddha to seek the Buddha. What happened? Let up on the gas, pull over, let it coast to a dead stop, and get out. Maybe you are what you've been looking for the whole time. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's worth that wager, seriously, because in this room, I'd imagine there's hundreds of years of looking for what we are from what we're not. Obviously, ending up in this little room in Marin City with the tinge of ammonia, you mustn't still think you haven't found it yet. So let's use the ammonia like a smelling salt. Come to the fact that we're inherently awake right now. The inherent awakeness doesn't listen to any volitional spin we try to put on it. I'm going to see whatever's out there if my eyes are open. It doesn't matter, oh, I'm not going to see this guy. Because you can't find what's not lost. You see, that's the dilemma here. The necklace has never gone anywhere. You can have a story you lost it, and a story you found it, but it didn't change the fact it was never lost, therefore it does not have the possibility of being found, because it's never been lost. Yeah, you see the beauty of it? So the relief is inherently available because we think the relief comes from finding it, based on the fact that we lost it. That's where the relief lies, and the relief is so fleeting. Most of the time, there's the suffering of its absence, and then maybe you get a big hit. I found it, but probably only to seem to lose it again, which happens in a lot of these things. Yeah. So this way, it cuts it off. Because you don't have the relief of finding it because you never lost it, but you have something other than that, which is like stabilized fucking peace, yeah? Because there's not the agitation. So here's the agitation. I've lost it, contraction, relief, I found it, expansion. None of this, that doesn't happen because it's always available at all times, yeah? So the salvation from an imaginary thing would be inherently always available, wouldn't it? Because it's an imaginary thing you're seeking salvation from, yeah? If my salvation is based on something's absence, if its absent is inherent, then my salvation is always available. I mean, I don't know, am I insane? That's how the rocks tumble down the hill. You know what I mean? I don't see it, they don't go this way or up. They just tumble down a certain way. If I'm trying to get salvation for an imaginary thing, and then I'm set straight and realize I'm not that imaginary thing, then the salvation is based on from the imaginary thing. And if it's an imaginary thing, then the peace from it is always available because it was never there to begin with. It's been me the whole time. Yeah. So every time you catch the thief and you call it me, the thief has run of the house. But then you see it, you see you're not the me that you're calling it, then you catch both of them. You catch the policeman and the thief, because the whole system is corrupt. You can't just catch the thief because the policeman is the thief. Both, yeah? They change roles. You catch the whole gig. You catch the whole corruptness. Yeah, yeah. And what suddenly appears, seemingly, tells you it's always appeared. It's always been so. It doesn't suddenly appear. The translation from here is it suddenly appeared, but it overrides this translation and it tells you it's always been this way, which is not what this wants to hear. Now, it doesn't mind if it appears to it, because it knows it's going to disappear to it. It's safe with that. It can have very high level spiritual experiences. It's not scared by that. Yeah? It's not. It don't let you go fucking stand on your head for 12 hours, have all the blood rush by. You'll be fucking feeling tons of shit. Yeah, for sure. Does that mean anything? No, not really. But to see... if you catch it really, it doesn't have any pants. It's like the emperor has no clothes. You just see it. It's naked, and it's driven by a sense of constant anxiety because it knows it's not real. It does. It knows it doesn't exist, and it's the last thing it wants you to find out.